someone faces a death or a tragedy, they don't need to hear the Bible reading. They need to hear from you that you can be with them, accompany them. That's what it is. So that's what the whole thing that we're saying in that section. My time is closer. I talked to you. Okay. Number 52 is the church and us. We have to bring the good news to this world. To the world. It doesn't say to the United States. It doesn't say to Latin America. It doesn't say to Africa. It says to the world. Now, I'm going to give you something that I don't know if you know, but I want to really help you to see this. Stop me if you have any questions or comments. Just stop me. And are you keeping time? Because I can go on and on.
It's okay.
Okay. Now, if we, can you see this?
Yes.
What do you think the #1 religion is?
No.
Of the world.
Muslim.
Hindu.
Christians. Okay, so Christians are the #1. Does anybody know the population of the world? Oh, I should be telling these things that you who's going to help me? Okay, whoever does anybody know? Whoever said Christians? Okay. Oh, my question.
She did.
Okay, does anybody know how many people there are in the world?
2.8 billion.
About 8 billion by now.
8 billion. 2 right now. Okay, what percentage of that 8 point, he told me it was 8, I have 7.9, but that's 8.9. What percentage of that world do you think is Christian?
1.28.
15%? 15%? 16, 18? 20%?
Very close. How much?
What's the 2.1
25%?
equates to percentage? 2.1 billion Christians.
31% of the world population is Christian. 31.9 or something. So, okay, what's the second biggest religion? Muslims. Okay, what do you think they are?
25%.
18. 23%.
Oh, malapit na mo doon.
Round it off.
22.9.
Now this is the important one that I want to get to. What do you think is the third largest religion of the world?
It is.
Buddhism.
No.
Listen to this. It's the unofficial, which means they have no.
Did you answer that?
No, I
16% of the world. 16% of the world has not ever heard of the good news.
What areas?
16.
Yeah,
You know how many people that is? 1.1 million. Wow. That's a revelation. When I was looking, I was thinking, oh, okay, the next religion must be Hindu. I was right. But there's the next one. The Hindu religion is next.
How many percentage?
12%.
14.
Now look at this. Where do you think most of the people live in the world?
China.
Asia Pacifics make up 35% of the world population. Imagine. So that means China.
What? Asian.
Now we're talking about 35% of the world is in Asia, which means most of the people in the world, that 16%, by the way, is 1.1 billion.
Where does the Buddhists stand?
The Buddhists are the next, see, I'll give it to you here. Christians, Muslims, unofficial, Hindus, Buddhists, and then the folk religion. This is interesting. The folk religions of the world. That means tribal, like African tribes, Native American, these smaller, they're more like tribal groups. They have their religion, but again, they're not one. It belongs to a certain part of Africa or part of Asia.
Like different type of tribes.
Right. And so, now, if that is true, we got a lot of work to do. No, really, we really, I'm joking, but I'm not joking. Because right now, if you read anything about what's happening in the world, right now it's Asia and the Pacific where the population is growing the biggest. And that's why our Pope is smart. You know, we think he wants to pay attention to the United States. He wants to go where Christianity is growing, and that's Africa and Latin America. And we haven't even dented China. We haven't even dented it. So this is what we have to start thinking about this. Like, I hate to tell you this, but do you know by the 2010 census, the Chinese have overtook the Filipinos as the largest Asian group in our diocese. From 2000, we were the census in 2000, we were the biggest of the Asian groups. You know, now I'm talking of our diocese because I try to just study the stuff of our diocese. And the second was Chinese. Now the Chinese were 176,000, and they're 356,000. So they're coming over. And how many are Catholic?
We tell them going to evangelize.
See, this is stuff. What's the answer? I don't know, but we have to know. We have to, you know, it's like we think, oh, well, we're okay. No, we're not. And if the majority of these people, the unofficiated, which means nobody has told about the good news, where do you need it? So this is something that we have to look at. You know, it's like our evangelization has to happen here. We have to know. We have to say, where are these? Who's inviting these Chinese people to their religion? Because our Chinese Catholic population is very small. And by the way, this unofficiated also means a whole group of people that don't want to have religion. They don't see any good news. And I hate to tell you, we got to look at our second generation. The study is young people don't believe in organized religion. They say they don't practice what they preach. You're right. The thing that's what gets me, it's like they're not, there's some truth, not every parish, not every church. But if we're not practicing, we don't attract them. They believe in God, they believe in spirituality, but they don't believe in organized religion. Well, just look at our churches. Who goes to church? Older people. Older people. So what's the answer? You're the answers. You're the answers to what we have to do with this evangelization. And I commend you the way you have put Cursillo to others. You know, if it's good news, it'll hit them. And we know this through the history of our Cursillo. We know how many people have come. You know, never heard about the message, the way it's presented sometimes. And that's what we have to be authentic. I just beg you, don't put on airs, don't water it down. Give the real thing. If we care, we care. We don't just care at the Cursillo. We care always. So we have to learn how to be authentic, because people, especially the young, they see right through this. They see right through us. So that's my message to you. I'm sorry it took too much time.
It was good. It was good, sister.
But anyway, I really think, whoops.
That's the
No,
time.
it's always like that.
That's the time.
But, you know, keep going with this. Don't stop with it. You know, struggle with that. I don't know. I'm giving you what I know, but I don't have all the answers. But I tell you that there's some things I think the Pope is trying to awaken in us. And I think we have to listen. And I do think this new bishop is, let me tell you something. You know, it took us usually when a new bishop comes, it usually takes, they give me 3 months or 2.5 months to prepare for the installation. We have 3 weeks. So these poor people were running around trying to put things together, trying to get everybody. The mail went terrible because, you know, they couldn't return their tickets. People couldn't get in. You saw what those of you that couldn't. Okay. So when the bishop came to us in this very room, he gave us a little, what do you call it, continental breakfast. And then after he said, you know what, I want to give you a gift because my family was so touched with the hospitality that you gave me and gave us that I really want to take, he said, you know, I received some gifts, some monetary gifts. And my gift to you is we're going to feed 800 people at the St. Vincent de Paul kitchen. And that was his gift to us. Now, that's terrific.
Yeah. Very
You know,
nice.
so those are the things we have to help our bishop, help our pope, help our church, say, let's be authentic. Never mind putting on a big show. That doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
We've got to be real about everything that we do. So the whole thing of evangelization is bringing that good news. And all of your good news. There's none of you that, you wouldn't be here if you didn't believe you were good news. There's something in you that says, I want to have something to give to my world, to my family. So, you know, I just commend you to keep going, keep studying, keep finding out, keep questioning, and keep helping the church be real. And it's going to be real because you're real. So, amen?
Amen.